Alright, what's going on, guys? Today I'll be breaking down the MLB slate for Friday, April 21st. We've got a full 15-game slate on for this Friday. Every team is in action, so this should be a very fun slate. And yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so looking at pitcher today, I definitely think this is going to be a position where I'm paying up for both of my pitchers. There aren't many cheap pitchers that I really like today, so I'm probably going to be paying up for both of my pitchers. We have 4 guys today that are over 10K. There are a couple guys that I like here. I really like Corey Kluber going up against the White Sox. Kluber has not looked that good this year, though. In his 3 games out, he's only put up 10, 13, and 16 DraftKings points. But this matchup is just too good. The White Sox are not a good hitting team. So I do like Corey Kluber today. Even at 10,800, I think he's worth that price tag. This matchup is just too good. I think Corey Kluber can bounce back today, get a good start going. I think he gets at least 20 DK points today, so if I'm going to pay up for pitcher, I do like Corey Kluber today. I think this is a great matchup. The White Sox, they don't hit righties well, and they do strike out, so I like him. And then the other 10K pitcher that I like today is Justin Verlander going up against the Twins. The Twins are also not a very good hitting team, and they're not going to score a lot of runs, so I really like Verlander today. The Twins also will strike out a lot, and Verlander is a pretty good strikeout pitcher, so you can definitely look towards him for tournaments. On his 3 games out this year, he had 2 solid games against the White Sox and the Red Sox, put up 29 and 20 DK points, and then got rocked by Cleveland and put up -8. I definitely think Verlander is going to bounce back today and get at least 20 DraftKings points, so I really like him as well if you're looking to pay up. This matchup is very good, and it's a great pitcher's ballpark. The Twins ballpark is a pitcher-friendly park, so I do like Verlander. Even at 10,300, I think he's worth that price tag. And then there are a couple guys that are a little bit cheaper that I do like today. I like Cole Hamels pitching at home against the Royals. The Royals are also not a very good hitting team. They have not been able to score a lot of runs this year, so I do like Cole Hamels. Although he is pitching in Texas, which is a hitter-friendly park, I still think he is in play even at 9,300. That is pretty cheap for him. In his 3 games out this year, he's put up 11, 18, and 3 DraftKings points, so he has not looked that good. But this matchup is very good. The Royals, like I said, they don't really hit it. They're not really going to put a lot of balls in play and not score very many runs. So I do like Cole Hamels. I think he's worth a look for an SP2, possibly an SP1. And then one guy I want to mention for just 8,100 is Johnny Cueto. I know this game's going to be played in Coors Field, so obviously that's taken into consideration, but at 8,100, that price tag is way too cheap. I know Cueto's playing in Coors Field, but his price tag is just too cheap. He has looked solid this year in his 3 games out. He's put up 12, 24, and 23 DraftKings points. So if you need an SP2, I wouldn't mind Cueto today. I know Coors Field, obviously great hitter's park, but he's still too cheap. And I know his price tag is taken into consideration that he's playing in Coors, so you are going to get a really good discount on him. So I do like Cueto today. You're getting a very good discount on him since he's going to be playing in Coors, so I think he is in play. And then one more pitcher that you can target at the cheap end is Drew Pomeranz at just 6,700. He is getting a matchup against Baltimore, which isn't great. Baltimore, they do hit lefties well, but Pomeranz just seems too cheap, and he's actually looked solid in his 2 games out this year. He's put up 24 and 15 DraftKings points. His price in those 2 games was 73 and 7,500, so you are getting a little bit of a discount on him at 6,700. So I definitely think you can look at him today. He just seems way too cheap. Baltimore, they will definitely strike out a lot, so Pomeranz is worth a look for tournaments. In his 2 games out, he has had 16 strikeouts, so he's averaging 8 strikeouts per game. So I do like Drew Pomeranz. If you need an SP2 for a little bit cheaper, I would target him for tournaments. I think he has really good upside in this matchup. And yeah, those are pretty much all the pitchers I like today. Let's go and move on to catcher. Alright, so looking at catcher today, I definitely think this is going to be a position where I look to go for some value. I do like Buster Posey if you can pay up for him, but he is really expensive at 5,100. But he is going to be playing in Coors Field, great hitter's park, so I do like Posey if you can pay up. But looking at value, guys, I really like Yasmani Grandal today at just 3,500, going up against Taijuan Walker. Grandal's going to be batting from his left side today, which he does bat a lot better from, and I really like him playing in Chase Field. That is a great hitter's park. Grandal hasn't been that consistent in his last 4 games. He's only put up 9, 3, 5, and 2 DraftKings points, but I do like him today to bounce back. Taijuan Walker is not a good pitcher, and you're getting a pretty good discount on Grandal for this matchup. I think 3,500 is too cheap. So I do like him for value. If you need value catcher, I would target him at just 3,500. And then a couple more value plays I like. I do like Stephen Vogt today at just 3,100, going up against Hisashi Iwakuma. Iwakuma is also not a very good pitcher, and Vogt's going to be getting the platoon advantage today, going up against the righty. So I do like him if you need value. Just 3,100, I think that's a pretty solid price tag for him given the matchup. So I do like Stephen Vogt as well. If you need value, you can target him at just 3,100. And then one more value play I like at just 3K is Tony Wolters going up against Johnny Cueto. I know CUETO is a solid pitcher, but since you're going to be getting a guy playing in-course field for 3K, he should be in the starting lineup today since the Rockies are going to be going up against the righty, so Walters should be in there. And anytime you can get someone for 3K playing in course field, he is definitely worth a look for value. So I do like Tony Walters. Playing in course field, great hitter's park. If you want some cheap exposure to that game, you can definitely target him. He should be in the starting lineup today since a righty is on the mound. So I like Tony Walters for value as well. Yeah, those are some catchers I like today. Let's go and move on to first base. All right, looking at first base today, I definitely think this is going to be a position where I look to pay up. I really like Matt Carpenter today at just 4,700, getting a matchup against Willie Peralta. Peralta is not a good pitcher, and I love Carpenter today playing in Miller Park. That is a great hitter's park. And Carpenter has also done pretty well against Peralta. He's had a pretty good sample size against him. And 41 at-bats. Matt Carpenter's had 19 hits. He's had 3 home runs. He's batted .463 against Willie Peralta. So he has done very well against him. So I really like Matt Carpenter today. I think 4,700 is too cheap for this matchup. He has been a little inconsistent lately, but that's not going to keep me off of him. I think this is a great matchup and a great hitter's park. So I really like Matt Carpenter. If you're going to pay up for first base, I would target him. And also for 100 less, I really like Freddie Freeman today going up against Jeremy Hellickson. Freeman has just been absolutely mashing the ball this year. He's batting .440 and he's already had 6 home runs. And he's not even 5K, so you're getting a great price on him today, especially since he's going to be going up against a righty. He's going to be getting the platoon advantage. So I really like Freddie Freeman as well today if you want to pay up for first base. In his last 4 games, he's put up 8, 40, 10, and 23 DraftKings points. So he's been absolutely mashing the ball. So I love Freddie Freeman today. If you want to pay up for first base, I also really like him. And there is one value play that I like at first base today, and that's Eric Thames at just 3,800. Eric Thames has also been mashing the ball very well this year. He's batting .408, and he's already had 7 home runs. And I really like him today at just 3,800. That price tag is way too cheap for the way he's been playing. And he's going to be playing at home in Miller Park, which is a great hitter's park. And he's also going to be going up against Adam Wainwright, who is not a good pitcher. Thames is going to be getting the platoon advantage today. So I really like him. In his last 4 games, he's put up 18, 26, 17, and 8 DraftKings points. He's been absolutely crushing it, and he is way too cheap at 3,800. So I do like Eric Thames. If you're looking for first base value, I would target him. And yeah, those are some first basemen I like today. Let's go and move on to second base. All right, I think second base today is going to be a position where I look to go for some value. There is one guy that I like to pay up for that I think is way too cheap, and that's Jose Altuve. He is just 4,500 on DraftKings, which seems too cheap. He should be close to 5K. Altuve has been mashing the ball this year. He's batting .328, but he hasn't hit a home run this year. I definitely think that could change pretty soon. Altuve is a pretty solid power hitter, so I really like him today. Getting a matchup against Alex Cobb. Cobb isn't that great of a pitcher, and like I said, Altuve's been doing very well this year. In his last 4 games, he's put up 19, 9, 6, and 10 DraftKings points, so he's been very consistent. So I really like him today. He should definitely be over 5K, so you're getting a good discount on him at 4,500. So if you want to pay up for second base, I wouldn't mind playing Jose Altuve. He is definitely going to be on my radar. But looking for some value, I definitely think I'm going to be looking for value here at second base. I do like Jose Ramirez at just 3,700. Getting a matchup against Jose Quintana. Quintana is a solid pitcher, but Ramirez has just been absolutely mashing the ball this year. He's batting .365, and he's already had 4 home runs. And in his last 4 games, he's put up 46, 9, 6, and 21 DraftKings points. So he's been really consistent. And you're getting a solid price on him today at just 3,700. That is way too cheap. So I do like Jose Ramirez. If you're looking for second base value, he would definitely be a guy I target. And then there is one more value play I like at just 3,300, and that is Starlin Castro going up against Tyler Glasnow. Castro has also been hitting the ball very well this year. In his last 4 games, he's put up 6, 17, 7, and 20 DraftKings points. He's batting .368 this year with 3 home runs, and he is way too cheap today at just 3,300. He should definitely be close to 4K. So I really like Starlin Castro. If you're looking for second base value, he would definitely be a guy I target. Glasnow, he's not that great of a pitcher. He is a pretty good prospect, but he hasn't looked that well this year, so I do like Starlin Castro. I think the Yankees are going to be able to put up some runs on Glasnow, so he would be a guy I look towards if you're looking for second base value. He just seems way too cheap at 3,300. And yeah, those are some second basemen I like today. Let's go and move on to third base. Alright, so looking at third base today, I really like paying up here if you can. I do really like Chris Bryant today, even at 5,200. He's getting a great matchup against Tim Adelman. Adelman is not a good pitcher, and I love Bryant today playing in the Great American Ballpark. That is a great hitter's park. Bryant has been struggling a little bit in his last 4 games, but in his last 2 games he has picked it up and put up 15 and 11 DraftKings points. I definitely think he can keep that double-digit streak going. I think he's going to be able to get you at least double-digit DraftKings points today. So if you're going to pay up for third base, I really like Chris Bryant today. This matchup is just too good. Tim Adelman is not a good pitcher, and I love that Bryant's going to be playing in the Great American Ballpark. That is a great hitter's park, so he would definitely be on my radar if you're going to pay up for third base. I also really like Manny Machado going up against Drew Pomeranz. Pomeranz is a solid pitcher, but I like Machado today, getting the platoon advantage against the lefty, and he also seems pretty cheap today at just $4,600. He should definitely be close to $5K, so I like Manny Machado today if you're going to pay up for third base. I would also target him. In his last 4 games, he's put up 7, 16, had a down game against Cincinnati, had a 0, but then bounced back with 5 DraftKings points. I definitely like him to get close to double digits or exceed that today. I do like Manny Machado. If you're going to pair for third base, I would target him at $4,600. And then there is one value play that I really like at third base today, and that is Travis Shaw, just $3,600, going up against Adam Wainwright. Shaw's been hitting the ball very well this year with the Brewers. He's batting .237, which is solid, and he has been showing off his power. He's already got 4 home runs this year. And in his last 4 games, he's put up 14, 0, 35, and 16 DraftKings points. I love him playing at home today in Miller Park. That is a great hitter's park. And he's also going to be getting the platoon advantage today, going up against Adam Wainwright. So I really like Travis Shaw. If you're looking for third base value, he would be a guy I'd target just $3,600. That price tag seems way too cheap. Shaw should definitely be over $4K, close to that. So if you're looking for third base value, I would target him at just $3,600. And yeah, those are some third basemen I like today. Let's go ahead and move on to shortstop. Alright, so looking at shortstop today, there aren't very many cheap value plays I like at shortstop, so I think I'm going to be paying up here. I really like Brandon Crawford today at just $4,700, playing in Coors Field. He should definitely be over $5K, so you're getting a good discount on him. And he's also going to be going up against the righty, so he's going to be getting the platoon advantage. So I really like Brandon Crawford. If you're looking to pay up at shortstop, he would be a guy at target. Playing in Coors Field, this game should be pretty high scoring. The Giants should be able to put up some runs. So I really like Brandon Crawford. He should definitely be over $5K. So you're getting a solid discount on him today. Also looking at a guy I like to pay up for, and that's Corey Seager going up against Taijuan Walker. Corey Seager also seems way too cheap at just $4,600. Getting the platoon advantage today against the righty and playing in Chase Field. That is a great hitter's park. So I also really like Corey Seager if you're going to pay up at shortstop. He hasn't been that solid though. In his last 4 games, he's put up 0, 0, 7, and 5 DraftKings points. I think he's going to be able to get you at least double digits today. Taijuan Walker is not a good pitcher. I definitely think the Dodgers are going to be able to score some runs. So I do like Corey Seager if you're going to pay for shortstop. He would be a guy at target. And then there is one guy for a little bit cheaper that seems like a pretty solid value, and that's Francisco Lindor at just $3,900, going up against Jose Quintana. I know Quintana is a solid pitcher, but you're getting a huge discount on Lindor today at just $3,900. He should definitely be close to $5K. In his last 4 games, he's put up 13, 6, 7, and 17 DraftKings points. He's batting .351 this year with 4 home runs, so he should be a lot more expensive than he is. I know Quintana is a solid pitcher, but I still think Lindor can do well today against him, so I really like him for shortstop value. He just seems way too cheap, so if you're going to go cheap at shortstop, he would be a guy I would target. And yeah, those are some shortstops I like today. Let's go ahead and move on to outfield. Alright, so looking at guys that I think you can pay up at outfield today, there is one guy at the 5K price range that I like, and that's Ryan Braun, getting a matchup against Adam Wainwright. Ryan Braun has been absolutely mashing it lately. In his last 4 games, he's put up 8, 18, 33, and 10 DraftKings points. He's batting .306 this year. He's got 5 home runs. So I really like Ryan Braun today. If you're going to pair for outfield, he would be a guy I would target. This matchup against Wainwright is a very good matchup. Wainwright's not a good pitcher, and Braun's going to be playing at home today in Miller Park, which is a great hitter's park. So I really like paying up for him if you can. He is $5K, which is a little expensive, but I definitely think there are plenty of value plays that you can put in your lineup so you can pay up at outfield. So I do like Ryan Braun. And another guy that I like to pay up for is Christian Yelich today, getting a matchup against Trevor Cahill. Cahill, not that great of a pitcher, and I really like Yelich today, getting the platoon advantage against the righty. He does hit righties very well. And Yelich has been hitting the ball pretty well as well lately. In his last 4 games, he's put up 7, 17, 10, and 24 DraftKings points. He's batting .292 this year, which is pretty decent. He's already had 4 home runs this year, which is very solid for him. So I do like Christian Yelich as well if you're going to pay up for outfield. He just seems too cheap at $4,400 with the way he's been playing. And this matchup against Trevor Cahill is a great matchup. So I do like paying up for Christian Yelich if you want to look for an outfielder to pay up for. I like him. And there is one guy that I really like today. It's just $3,900 that seems way too cheap. And that's Billy Hamilton going up against John Lester. I know Lester is a very solid pitcher, but when it comes to keeping runners on base, John Lester is the worst pitcher in the league. So I definitely think this is going to be a matchup where Billy Hamilton, if he gets on base, he's going to steal close to 2, 3, possibly 4 bases today. So I really like Billy Hamilton for tournaments. I think he has a ton of upside in this matchup. He's probably going to be in all my rosters today. As long as Hamilton can get on base, he is definitely going to steal second and third against Lester. Lester really struggles to keep runners on base, and Billy Hamilton is one of the fastest players in the league. He's already got 7 stolen bases this year, so I really like him. He should definitely be over 4K, so I think you're getting a good price tag on him at just $3,900. That does seem way too cheap. If he gets on base, he's going to be running, so I really like Billy Hamilton today, especially for tournaments. I think he has crazy upside. And then another value play I really like at $3,800 is Nomar Mazara going up against Nathan Karns. Karns is not that great of a pitcher, and I really like Mazara today playing at home in Texas. That is a great hitter's park. And Mazara's also going to be getting the platoon advantage today, going up against the righty, so that's always a plus. And Mazara's been hitting the ball really well lately. In his last 4 games, he's put up 19, 23, 2, and 0 DraftKings points. He's batting .306 this year, which is solid. He's already got 4 home runs, so he has been showing off his power. And Nathan Karns, he will give up a ton of home runs, so I really like Nomar Mazara today. If you're looking for outfield value, he would be a guy I target at just $3,800. I think he has a great chance to go deep against Karns. The Texas ballpark's a great hitter's park, so I really like Nomar Mazara for outfield value. And yeah, there's some outfielders I like today. I'll go ahead and give you guys my top 5 plays for tonight. Alright guys, this is half of a lineup filled out with one of the pitchers that I like for tonight, along with some of the hitters that I like. If you want to get the other half of my lineup before lock, then follow me on Twitter at the DFS_GOAT. I will be posting on Twitter how my lineups do. Even if I win or lose, I'm going to show you guys the full lineup. So even if you don't want to buy lineups, you can still follow me on Twitter and see how my lineups are doing, and maybe that'll encourage you to buy lineups. They are $5 a day, or you can get a week of lineups for $25. So contact me on Twitter if you are interested in that. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Please be sure to like the video and subscribe if you enjoyed. If you never want to miss out on any videos, then click the bell icon next to my YouTube name, and that'll send you a notification every time I upload. So if you never want to miss out on any videos, you can do that. I would appreciate it. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next video. Good luck tonight, guys. Peace.
I'm like, baby, how you doing? I'm trying to roll with you. Bust a couple moves, see how well you move.